Historiography in the modern period. In the 20th century, the Indian archaeological exploration and research started under the British rule. A number of ancient sites were excavated under the supervision of Sir Alexander Cunningham, the first Director General of Archaeological Survey of India. He chose mainly the sites mentioned in the Buddhist text for this purpose. Harappan civilization was discovered during the tenure of Sir John Marshall. Because of this discovery, the antiquity of Indian history could be traced to 3rd millennium BCE or even earlier. Alexander Cunningham, John Marshall, James Mill. Many British officials in India wrote about Indian history. Their writings display strong influence of the colonial policies of the British. 3 volumes of the History of British India, written by James Mill, were published in 1817. This was the first book on Indian history written by a British historian. It clearly reflects an absence of objective perspective and prejudice about various aspects of the Indian culture. The History of India, written by Mountstuart Elphinstone, Governor of Bombay, now Mumbai, was published in 1841. The period of Maratha Empire is very important in the Indian history. Grand Duff's name stands out among the British officers who wrote about Maratha history. He wrote the book entitled A History of the Marathas. This book is published in 3 volumes. Grand Duff's writing also shows the British inclination of condemning Indian culture and history. Similar tendency is witnessed in Colonel Todd's writings about Rajasthan's history. The 2 volumes written by William Wilson Hunter on Indian history show a somewhat impartial treatment of the subject. Nilkant Janardhan Kirtane and Vishwanath Kashinath Rajwade were 2 Indian historians who took upon the task of exposing the limitations of Grand Duff's writings.